All right, boom. So Chicago gets knocked off by Minnesota, and I really want to talk about it, and I want to talk about some stuff. And this is really going to be harping on Chicago, just because I didn't like operationally what happened today. When I look at the Bears, I look at their strengths. I'm just going to start with offensively. The way this roster is built, O line I think can hold up in the pass. Now we can debate whether O line can hold up in the pass. It's an improved O line, and I think at the end of the day, um, you got to put them up in pass pro and take your chances. But just look at the roster's built. You have this O line improved, pass and run game at the end of the day. And then how is the roster built? Romo Dunze, DJ Moore, Colston Loveland, Cole Komet, Luther Burden, Olia Zacchaeus. Right? Those aren't running backs. Those aren't linemen. Those are receivers and tight ends. Those are the guys that your offense can be built around. I feel as if, and I know that not Kevin O'Connor, I'm forgetting his name, but uh, he has to be better with. Oh my gosh, Chicago Bears. I yeah, I'm blanking on the guy's name right now. Uh, let me see. Ben Johnson. All right, my bad. So Ben Johnson. Those I just blanked on his name. Our lead just talked about this in the shower, and I just blanked on his name when I got to the camera. Um, the lights come on, I'm starting to fall apart like the Bears when the lights are the brides. But Ben Johnson, you have to build your offense around what your strengths are at the end of the day. This isn't Detroit. I know in Detroit, and you don't have Jameer Gibbs. As fast as DeAndre Swift is, and as swift as he is, he's not Jameer Gibbs. They also built a lot differently if you look at him closely and see him in the game. He's built a lot differently than even with this kind of their same kind of runner or whatever. He's built a lot differently. And Kyle Monangai, I would like to see more Monangai, the kid from Rutgers, because I know that's their plan is to make him the Dave Montgomery. But I want to see more of him. DeAndre Swift is cool, but I don't trust his vision all the time, enough for the time. So I'm not really moved by him. I would like to see more Monangai first of all for the Bears to be your David Montgomery. But this isn't the Detroit Lions. You can't expect to take a team that is not Detroit, the Lions, what you had in the past, and just make them into Detroit. You need to take your off and say, okay, where's my strength of this team? The way we're built right now. My strength is throwing the football. And at the end of the day, I know he wants to run, and play action, pass, and all that stuff. But when you had Jared Goff, you had to do that. Jared Goff is gone now. There's no need to play action, pass, and run to take the pressure off him and make it easier on him. Give him easy throws. Caleb Williams is transcendent. My comparison was Patrick Mahomes for a reason. The kid can make the throws. He can rip it. He wants to rip it. Get in some empty. Open up your offense. Get out of all this trying to make this the Detroit Lions and we want to play with a bunch of tight ends and load up the line of scrimmage with a bunch of linemen and mash you I'm playing on my strength. I don't have to do that anymore because I have a quarterback that I know can play a certain style of football. At the end of the day, he has to understand you have Caleb Williams at the end of the day. This kid's elite and he can rip it. He can fire throw it. In the last drive of the game, what did he do? When they took the round of the game and said, okay, Williams, we have to throw. We had to throw. We can't do anything more. We have to throw it and try to go score fast. What happened? Caleb Williams marched on the field and he scored a touchdown to Odunze because that's what this kid does. Let him throw the football. Stop trying to make him Jared Goff. He's way better than Jared Goff. Jared Goff isn't half of what Caleb Williams is. I'm just saying that right now. Caleb Williams is a lot better than Jared Goff, flat out. So stop treating him like Jared Goff and treat him like Caleb Williams, the superstar quarterback that he is. Let this kid throw the football. Open up your office. Let this kid throw the football. That's what Ben Johnson needs to do. Like, and play to your strengths. Cole Komet, Colston Loveland, DJ Moore, Olia Zacchaeus, Luther Burden, Rumo Dunze. Those are your pass catches, not your running backs and your linemen. So, like, play to your strengths at the end of the day. Play to what your team's strengths are. You got all these pass catches, use them. You have a quarterback that can throw the ball at a high level, and I don't have to do all those play action pass for. I can trust him to throw the ball at a high level. Do it. Because the kid showed you when Brian Flores, who we all know is one of the best defensive minds in the sport, knew that the Bears were throwing the ball. Caleb Williams still, Brian Flores knew that they were throwing the ball, and Caleb Williams still marched down the field and scored. So don't tell me this kid can't throw the ball at a high level because he torched Brian Flores' defense, and he threw dimes. So like do a Doc DJ Moore, he got crushed, but like he can throw dimes. This kid can do it. Like so, let him do it. Like that last drive was a mistake. Had he done that and quit playing scared, they would have won the football game. But Ben Johnson has to figure that out. This isn't the Detroit Lions, so stop coaching them like it. Make your offense fit what your strengths are, not the other way around. That's what Ben Johnson understand. Take your ego out of it and just let them play to your strengths. Unleash. I'm gonna say unleash Caleb Williams. Let Caleb Williams cook. Unleash him. Because right now there's a leash on Caleb Williams. It's a leash. I can feel it. I can see it. This kid's not being unleashed. And if you don't do it, he's going to do what a lot of the other teams are going to do. Somebody else is going to get Caleb Williams, and they're going to unleash him, and you're going to say, damn, I wish we would have unleashed that kid. And you're going to look dumb for not doing it. So, that's my thing there. When it comes to the Bears defense, I am so confused on what the hell happened with Dennis Allen. Why you were playing zone, and it was working. Dude, the Vikings couldn't convert a third down. They looked horrible the whole first half. Then I think because I forgot the corner that got the pick six. I think they were in man cover at that time. I'm not sure, but his eyes were on the quarterback. Maybe it was man. He got the pick. I'm not sure. Maybe the pick six was a man, so I feel like okay, I can play man. But whatever made Dennis Allen decide to play man and get Noah Sewell on Aaron Jones Jr. in man coverage and play man coverage with Adam Thielen on a 2-point conversion and play man coverage versus Justin Jefferson for a touchdown. Like whatever inspired Dennis Allen to do that, I don't know what inspired him, but someone needs to really address that. Like the media needs to ask him, and the fans need to be asking, why the hell would you do that? JJ McCarthy could not figure out what the hell the Bears are doing in zone coverage. He couldn't figure it out. Then even the last play to Jalen Naylor at the end of halftime was man-to-man coverage. And I said, why? I'm like, why are you at the end of a half all of a sudden going to play man-to-man coverage? You haven't done it all night, and now you don't play man-to-man coverage? You give up a big field goal. That changes the game. Why are you doing that? Then all the success the Vikings found was because the Bears played man coverage. So I'm going to sit down with Dallas and say, why the hell are you playing man coverage? Why don't you stay in zone? And why are you playing it so much in the second half where you wouldn't come out of it? He would just stay in man. Like, I'm playing man coverage. I don't care. Like, why? You can't be stubborn in this league. You can't. You have to constantly adjust and know your personnel. Jalen Johnson isn't playing today. Kyler Gordon isn't playing today. I know you maybe want to play man, but you don't got the horses to play man with Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, and T.J. Hawkinson. You don't. So you got to adjust to what you have. And you got to not be stubborn. And when something's working, don't go away from it. Zone was working. That kid was confused. You were getting a good rush. Then you want to start playing man all of a sudden. And you got torched. The Vikings won this game because Ben Johnson and Dallas Allen outcoached themselves. Ben Johnson outcoached himself before the game started. Dallas Allen in-game adjustments were horrible because he didn't need to adjust. What he was doing was working. And then he just like, oh, I'm going to go play man now. You don't have the horses. And they got torched. That's what it is. So if I'm a Bears fan, I'm not happy with the result because this is a game they should have won. And in this league, you can't be stubborn. You can't drop games like these. So I'm really concerned with Dennis Allen and his defensive coaching ability because what the hell was that? That was bad. And Ben Johnson, he has to go do some rethinking. I hope he can change the offense for the better. But as for the Vikings, though, there's not much to say. I mean, look, they played a good game, and Kevin O'Connell took advantage of the mistakes. In this league, he's coached here for a reason. Took advantage of mistakes. I think people understand this. Like Texas fans, like I'm going through with Arch Manning, it's a growing curve for Gary McCarthy. It's going to be a growing curve. It's going to take time. I don't think the Vikings are going to be all that this year. Can they be a playoff team? Yes, NFC is wide open. But are they going to be some kind of Super Bowl contender? No. Are they going to be some team that's going to, like, are they going to be what they were last year, 12, 13 wins? I don't think they will be. Maybe they prove me wrong and they are. Either way, I don't think the Minnesota's all that of a team this year because Jim McCarthy is learning and he's growing. I think this is a developmental year for Jim McCarthy, and I expect Jim McCarthy to take off next year if he were to take off. I think this time next year, it might look to Jim McCarthy to elevate and start becoming a big-time quarterback. But I'm looking at this year as a developmental year. Just see if you can get in the playoffs, and if you can, go just enjoy it. Because I think this is right now McCarthy is going through a developmental phase, and he needs as much game reps as he can get. And this is I will say this is a big confidence booster for him going into the season. This is a massive confidence booster. But the pieces are there. Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Jordan Addison, Jalen Naylor, T.J. Hawkinson, Aaron Jones Jr., Jordan Mason was a big free agency signing. And then that defense with Brian Flores, we know, is one of the best in the league. It's there, but I think the Vikings fans, be patient. And I'm learning as a Texas fan on Arch Manning, I have to be patient. Just be patient. If you know you got the right kid and you know what Kevin O'Connell can do at quarterback, same way I know what Sark can do at quarterbacks, trust your coach. Trust your coaching staff. And no, Rome wasn't built in a day. It's going to take time, but it's worth the wait. Because guess what? When it pays off, you're going to be like, damn, I'm glad we paid off. It paid off with Jim McCarthy. I'm telling you, they got a good quarterback in him. They just need to let him develop and learn. And the best reps you can get is the reps on the field in a real game. I know preseason is real, but you need the reps on the field. I'm learning that this with Arch Manning. You need the reps on the field at the end of the day. And you need his momentum. So I'm happy for Jim McCarthy. Big win for Kevin O'Connell. I respect him. And so smart. Hey, the Bears are shooting themselves in the foot. We're going to take advantage. We're going to go win a game today. So I'm very, very excited well, I'm very, very excited, but I'm excited to see what how both these teams react. It's one thing to lose and win, but it's about what do you do the rest of the season. Because these teams only play twice a year, so there's 15, 16 more games that these teams won't play each other, and that's ultimately going to decide where they end up this season. So you can't let losses like these affect you. But this is a game, man. It was a game, and it really came out in the fourth quarter. And this is going to be two quarterback athletes for them to be going at it for years to come in this division. This NFC North is a fun division, man. I gotta say that right now. Fun division, and it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a battle in NFC North. I'm excited to see what the Bears do. I have them finishing second in the division. Me personally, that's where I had them. We'll see how it turns out, though.